Uh, Thanks for joining me, and this is going to be a little bit different than my typical vlog. I'm going to be doing a character creation for a solo adventure using old school essentials, and I just wanted to go through that process and see what people thought of it. And if you guys are interested, I'll continue the series. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So you can see it a little bit. And I was going through doing a solo adventure with that character, Langston. I'll go ahead and create a new character from scratch and go through that process. Let's see. I've done it a few times, so I'm fairly familiar with the process. Typically, we start out with the name and class. We're doing OSR, so I'll also do alignment. And hit points, experience points, strength, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity, constitution, charisma. And so we're using the old school essentials and just a real straightforward process. What I typically do when I'm creating a new character is I just go ahead and roll them straight, 3d6, and write them down. And then I'll do that with a pencil. And then the rest of the stuff I kind of add as I need to. So we'll go through this process, and hopefully you guys can hear me. So that's 11. And I'm using just 3d6 and not 46 and dropping the lowest. This gives you kind of a decent character, but by just taking it this way, determining what type of character I'm going to get. Obviously, his intelligence is exceptional with the 15, which is pretty high. I'm expecting to get a couple low rolls. These are pretty average. And you get Constitution 15. That's interesting. And a low charisma. All right. And what I typically do also, because I don't care which race I play or what sex, I usually do odds are male and evens are female. And we got odds of male. And then I roll up a character's name. I usually do a random name. So. And I use the Judges Guild Treasury of Archaic Names, and it has a large number of names. But I find this is kind of an interesting way of getting a character created. It has a very large number of names. So we're going to roll for this. It's a 1 to 1,000, so let's get that out. So if you're interested in this is curious for you, or you're curious about what I'm doing, or have questions, go ahead and put comments below, and then I'll try and answer those questions. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I'm going to do these and this one here. All right, let's see what kind of name we get for this character. So I-99, very interesting. Okay, 999. Let's see what we have for 999. Xenon. That's a pretty good name. And right away, I think that he's probably going to be a magic user. So I'll put that down. I typically start out with maximum hit points. I know that for a wizard they have 4 hit points, and he's going to have 0 on the experience, starting out at 0 level. And just go through and look at the creating a character. So we've got the ability scores, choose a class, different steps along the way. Saving throws will probably be next, and rolling hit points. I don't typically roll the hit points, I just set them to the maximum for first level, and then go through and do some of these other things. For intelligence, it affects his spoken languages and his literacy. He's got a high constitution as well, so he'll have extra hit points. We can do that. So it's 15, he gets a +1, which would give him 5 hit points. That's great. Let's go to the wizard section. Could be an elf, but I think that what I want to try out is a magic user. Yeah. And then we have saving throws. So for saving throws, they're just one letter, the easiest way to do it. So death and wand and petrification or paralyzation and breath and spell. And then this is going to change over time. So we'll go ahead and put down the starting numbers for this. And he may actually have bonuses for his constitution for some of these. We'll get that sorted out eventually. And we'll also want to put down a couple other things like his armor class and what else we want to put down. Take a look at, I have a character sheet. Maybe I can get some ideas from a character sheet. What to fill in. I did these here. So listen, open doors, secret door, and trap. So and his attack. So we'll put his attack here as well. And I already forgot what they were. So let's start back here. So listen, open doors, secret, and trap. And get this character filled out, and then we'll think about what his backstory might be, and do a few other things like what his weapon is and what his starting spell is. Because he's a wizard, he's not going to have, or as his magic user, he's not going to have any armor, just it's normal. But he may have a dagger and or a quarterstaff or a staff. And let's see what else we're going to have. If he has any torches and things like that, we'll put those down here. I know that his attack bonus is probably going to be +1 for first level, and his armor class will be 9, maybe 10. It's alignment. I'm going to go with law as a choice between neutral, law, and chaos. And his hit points, we're going to increase those because of his constitution, which gives him a +1. So like that, a 5. All right, I'll give him a dagger here, which I think is a 1d4 damage. And he's going to have for equipment, he's going to start out with a spell book. He's going to have a backpack. And we'll roll for his coins, his money. I like to put things that don't change in ink, and then stuff that changes. I put in pencil, and then it makes it a little easier. Starting money for characters is 3d6 times 10, so 120 gold. And we'll go through and fill the rest of this out, and I'll check back with you guys to see how this is going. All right, thanks for watching, and talk to you soon. Take care.